Welcome back, Fragrance Family. It's your friendly neighborhood humble collector, and I'm here to talk to you about a fragrance that I got my nose on about 3 months ago. I was in Dillard's, and they had this one called Ultra Mall. Now, this has been out this has been out like a good 2 years, I think. It came out in 2007. So it's been out a few years, and so what I did was, I'm a subscriber to this monthly subscription called Scentbox, and what I did was, this was the first Ultra Mall that I could see that they had Ultra Mall, so this is the first one that I got about 2 months ago. Still, rocking it out. Still a lot of juice in there, because I don't use this one, and I don't use this fragrance unless I go out, like to a bar or to a club, or this is strictly my night out fragrance. And I really don't go out that much, I'm not a night owl anymore. I'm really not a club hopper anymore, This was released in 2015. It's a vanilla, aromatic, sweet, fruity, warm, spicy, cinnamon fragrance. Top notes include bergamot, pear, black vetiver, and mint. Mid notes include cumin and cinnamon. Bottom notes include black vanilla, amber, cedar, and patchouli. Sorry for the little cheat sheet there, but there was a lot of notes that I could not memorize. Sorry about that. Okay, like I said, this was the very first fragrance that I got from Scentbox, and man, that vanilla and that pear, man, mixed in with the patchouli, and I mean that, and then that mint shines on the dry down, but what really shines is that black vanilla and that mint and the patchouli on the dry down, man. Really sweet fragrance, man. Got me a lot of attention from the ladies this past weekend, man. I would walk by, right, and this chick, these girls would they would come up to me and they would want to talk to me, right, and they would say, hey, I could smell you all the way over there, and you just got this intoxicating smell. What are you wearing? And I told them it's Ultra Mall by Jean Paul Gaultier, and so they were like, God, man, I bet you pay a lot of money for that, right? I was like, when you get performance, you got to have performance, man, Yeah, so it got really big reactions from the ladies this past weekend, from the ladies of H-Town, man. Okay, so I'm gonna give you like a little class right now, a little education on how to open this, right? If you're in a retail store, right, and you see, like, I've even heard of people taking can openers to this, man, and you see the attendant or the employee trying to open this from the top, correct them. This is where you can say that you know a little bit about fragrances, right? It opens from the bottom like that, and there it has a little stand to display all of its greatness. I've never gotten my nose on the original DHI, Dior Homme Intense by Christian Dior, but what I've read and what I've seen in reviews is that it projects and its longevity is awesome, and that women go crazy for it, and all this other stuff about its performance. Well, this one on me performs awesome, man. I sprayed it. We were going out about 9 o'clock, 9:30ish. I sprayed it around 9:15, and I mean, I carried this little travel atomizer with me all night, but I never had to use it. I never had to use it because this thing performed, man. It performed and it projected, man. I got at least 2 to 3 hours of projection on this one, you know. And then after, you know, and then longevity, like I said, I never had to recharge myself. So about 6 to 7 hours, and then even after 8, and then at 8 hours, it was still on there. It was kind of becoming a skin scent by the time I was going to bed and all that, because we got in about 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was still going strong, you know. So I even wore it that next day, and it was still performing during the daytime too. I wanted to try to see how it would perform during the day, and it still performed, you know, because I thought this was strictly going to be a nighttime fragrance, you know, but it performed even during the day. Okay, so like I said, projection, I got 2 to 3 hours of good, solid projection, and then 7 to 8 hours of longevity on this, man. So I would give it a rating. I hate to do this, man, because I never like to give it, I don't like to give perfect scores, man. I don't. But I'd have to give a 5 on this one. I'd have to give it a 5. Ultra Male by Jean Paul Gaultier. Ultra Male. It's a 5. And you know how hard I am on fragrances, man. If you know, I even created a whole series on frags that don't last. Okay, so that's what I have for y'all today. Thank you to my humbled crowd for always coming back. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below. I would greatly appreciate it. Trying to win this Fragrance Idol 2017, man. I'm trying hard. I'm staying in there, you know. But yeah, I'm the humble. This is Ultra Male by Jean Paul Gaultier. And I am the humble collector. That's the truth, and I'm sticking to it.